This is from someone who hasn't made it. You're sick of doing what you're doing every day and getting nowhere. My life is falling apart. New year, new shit. I feel you. If you hate your life, you don't know what to do about it, you don't know how to make the changes, you feel like you've got no energy left to give, you're on the right video. What's up, peeps, and welcome back to my channel. This is my first video of 2020. I know it took quite long, but I needed to plan this one well in order to be able to serve you with a valuable video. So stick around. If you're sick of seeing people who have made it telling you how you can too, then you're definitely in the right place, because I'm somebody who's unhappy with their life too. Every video I've watched on YouTube is either a motivation video or advice coming from someone whose life isn't that bad. I've been feeling stuck in a rut for many years. I've done a video on depression. I have some issues that have been going on from 2019 to now. I brought those issues into 2020 and there was nothing I could do about it. I'm basically going to talk you through how to stay positive and stay strong during these hard times and what these experiences can actually mean for you. I started off with listing what problems you may have. I've done it on whiteboards because I find that if I write everything down, I can kind of dissect it a little bit. So 70% of your life is controlled by structure and your environment. Think about that. 70%, that's quite a high percentage. So what do we do about it? We need to take control and change it. Easier said than done, I know. A lot of changes you want to implement into your life. New Year's resolutions may be things like being healthier, getting what you want out of life. We can do that. While you're watching a video, halfway through the video, you might just think, same bullshit. It's not going to happen. Nothing about my life's going to change. And this is what we need to change. So your problems may be your job, your home, lack of money, health issues, relationships, routine and system, and mistakes. We need to reduce this. So let's talk about how we're going to combat those problems. These are our problems, and we're going to look for solutions. So the first thing you need to do is figure out what your problem is in life, or if you've got a few problems, what those problems are. Write them down. Write down the things you hate about your life. This is your first step towards working towards changing those things. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a lot of hard work and determination, but this system is going to help us do that, and I want you to do it with me. Is there a way of you changing your job? A few years ago, I used to work at IKEA, and I ended up having to leave that job because I had to work every weekend, and I did that for a year, and I lost my source of childcare, and my kids at the time were 8 and 11. That was a tough time for me. I ended up handing my resignation and leaving within 2 weeks, which meant no income, jobless. I mean, having a job is the structure to your life. So you depend on your job heavily, not just because of finances, but because it's what you do every day and you spend most of your day at work. So I found this very difficult, being back at home again after many years of being at home after having the kids and being a single parent. So if you hate your job, see if you can change your job. See if you can get an extra source of income while you're still in this job. I can't be of much help with this because I'm still looking for other ways of making money, as at the moment I own my own business, but after doing it for 4 years, I kind of hate my job again. You need to work out what it is that you really want to do. Your job should be something you really enjoy. And a lot of us don't have the luxury of this, but it doesn't mean you can't get it. If your problem is your home, maybe where you're living is just not suitable for you, you don't like the area, the house is too small. That's one of the things on my list. It's been a nightmare. I have been trying to move house since October 2019, and everything that could present a problem did and has. It's been like a roller coaster. So many problems have popped up just when I think things are gonna sort themselves out, and I've worked hard to sort them out. I'm back at square one again. It is very deflating. If your home is your problem, then if you can move house, brilliant. Look into it. Maybe your health is a problem. I've got a lot of health problems, and I do suffer with chronic pain daily, and it does cripple my life, but I have to find a way for it not to. So just implementing small things that are going to help me with my health are going to be imperative. If your problem is bad relationships, negative people, toxic people, you need to move away from those people. It doesn't matter who they are. If they're getting you down, you're better off alone. So the routine and system being our problem, our solution would be to make small changes to your routine to make things turn out better for you. Mistakes is a big one. A lot of us live in the past, and that's something you really need to stop doing. Your past is not a reflection of what your future is going to look like or what your future could look like. If you just accept that mistakes happen, realistically, mistakes are part of being human, and let's write them off. Let's say they're not mistakes, because you're still on the same path into your future. So those mistakes are things you could have done better. Stop beating yourself up for mistakes and try to reflect on how these mistakes have helped you and the experience you've gained because of the mistakes you've made. Mistakes don't mean that you're a failure or that you can't succeed, because your path is not done yet. The question they ask you at interviews, where do you see yourself in 5 years? When I was younger, I always used to think, what a stupid question. I mean, how do I know what's going to happen in 5 years? Wrong answer. And that's where we arrive at our dreams. I want to succeed on YouTube because it is what I enjoy doing. And at the moment, I can't prioritize it because I have a job and I have a family to take care of. My emotional state sometimes stops me making videos. Other things get in the way. If I prioritize YouTube, it will mean that I'm doing something I enjoy. And if it could become my job in the future, then I'm going to be doing a job that I enjoy. So that's the first thing I've put on my list. The top one, hobbies. A hobby that brings income, something else I'm working on. Financial freedom is something that everybody is after, because in a money motivated world, you need money. You can't do much without money, and a lot of us feel depressed, busy trying to earn money doing a job we don't like, and we become like robots, and that's where the 70% of your life is taken up by the person you've become because of your job. So if I can get financial freedom through these passageways, then that's going to make me happy. It's going to lead to happiness, and it's going to lead to love. Now, I'm going to put this up in my room. I've kept it very simple, and it doesn't look too daunting to achieve. So we're going to talk about what I need to do to achieve these things. Self-growth. I've got my other board here. So self-growth, and I've listed all the things that every human being needs to take into account. You might already be a kind person. I know I'm a kind person. I've got a good heart. That includes being kinder to yourself, prioritizing yourself, and self-love. Escaping fear, taking more risks in life. If you don't take risks, nothing's going to change. Sitting at home waiting for things to change, no one's going to knock on your door with £1 million and a holiday home and say, here we go, Sel, you deserve it. Oh, some of it's rubbed off there. What's your priority? You need to pay attention to what's going on in your own life. Prioritize yourself, which will mean removing distractions and things that make you unhappy in general. Because for you to be able to focus on yourself and your own life, if you're happy with who you are, wherever you go, whatever you change, you're going to be happy with who you are. So that's a big deal. So personal growth will mean you need to take action and you need to implement those things to succeed. Nobody got successful overnight. You need to remember that no problem is unsolvable. There is a solution to everything. Whatever you're dreaming, think big, think outside the box, motivate yourself and dedicate yourself to doing that. Now, we're not waiting 5 years to do this. We're starting now, because in 5 years, you're going to say, I didn't do any of this stuff and nothing's changed again. So what are we removing? We're going to remove distractions, and distractions are only going to hold you back. We've got negativity. You need to remove all negativity. I know it's difficult to be positive all the time, but do you know that you can only actually stay negative for 17 seconds? Don't let negativity get you down. You're going to let go of the past. The past is the past. You can change and your life can change. You need to remove all obstacles. So looking at dissecting your problems in their own right and seeing what your obstacles may be. There's a way around it, and you'll find it if you concentrate on getting to the bottom of it and using positivity rather than being negative and feeling like you're unlucky and nothing goes right for you. Positivity, responsibility. Responsibility for your life and who you are and where your life's going and what your future looks like. You don't have to continue living like your past. This is possible as long as you've got the right mindset. You're reprogramming your software to enable you to reach the goals that you want to reach. Love yourself more and care for yourself more. And you might be saying, I don't have time to do my makeup in the morning. I don't have time to make my bed in the morning. Simplify your life. You will be able to do all of the stuff that you need for self-love, whether it's exercising more, eating better. But we'll move on to why that's difficult in a minute and what I suggest you do to enable you to stick to your New Year's resolutions. The future. We're looking into the future and we are adapting, making small changes to enable us to be the future. We're not plodding along accepting bad luck, negativity, obstacles, destruction, or any of that stuff. We're going to think positively and move up and take the good with the bad and recognize that we are strengthening our mind, body and soul as we do it. So I've got another board here and this has got me at the top of it and the things that I need to do to achieve the things on my dreams board. Stay awake. I'm not saying don't sleep all night. What I mean by stay awake is focus, be driven, keep your wits about you, be conscious, using your self-conscious mind instead of just doing the unconscious, which we do every day, going to work. Be conscious of where your energy goes and put your energy in the right places. I should probably cut down on coffee. When I wake up in the morning, I don't want to wake up and think, oh, another day. I don't really want to be here. I don't like my life. I hate my life. I don't even want to get out of bed. Because if you wake up and get out of bed with that same mentality that you've been doing for the last few years, nothing's going to change. You need to channel your mind into achieving your goals because we've got 5 years to do this. Let's put it that way. Stronger, faster, better, and driven. These things all take commitment. I need to be committed to all the things that I plan to do. And every day of my life, I need to work towards those things. If I stay committed, these are the tasks that I'm going to undertake. So, budgeting. Budgeting is at the top of my priority list. And then we've got eating, because I get so busy that I actually don't prioritize eating. So that's something I need to implement into my life as well. Discipline. If I say I'm going to do something, I need to make sure I do it. So I need to manage my time better. Small changes are all it takes. And focus. I need to make sure that I'm focused on the task in hand. I do a lot of multitasking. And to be honest, multitasking is good sometimes, but it does end up kind of taking me off track a little bit because I'm trying to do too many things in one go. And the end result will be freedom. Freedom from stress. I mean, stress is a killer. If you're spending every day of your life being stressed, no wonder you don't like your life. Write on a board, put it in your room somewhere, focus on it. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. If you need to get off social media, do it. One of the things that I find distracts me a lot is Facebook. So recently I deactivated my Facebook, well, a few months ago, and then because everything's connected to my Facebook, because all my apps and stuff are connected to my Facebook, because I've had the Facebook for 11 years, I'm having trouble getting off it. Desperately need to narrow down my social media. These are distractions. TV, I haven't watched TV for 5 years, and I'm very happy with that decision because it wastes my time. Prioritize yourself. Don't let anyone tell you how to live your life. Don't let anyone make a mold for your life. It's your life. You need to take control. You need to change it. I know it's annoying when people say meditate or do yoga or go for a walk for 10 minutes and stuff like that. But if you start to channel your mind into yourself, you will feel like that is actually something I'd like to do. And one of the reasons why people fail their New Year's resolutions are because they're trying to make a 600% change. To implement very small changes here, otherwise we won't be sticking to it. If you're saying I'm going to the gym 3 times a week and you start off like that, by February you're not going anymore. Go to the gym once a week. If you're saying I'm going to exercise for an hour a day, don't put yourself in the deep end like that. Exercise for 5 minutes, exercise for 10 minutes. And eventually as you get stronger, you're going to want to exercise for an hour. You're going to want to go to the gym 3 times a week. But that's going to take you 3 months, 6 months to work up to it. Start slowly and work your way up. Right, well that's my video. I really hope that helps you. Go on this journey with me. These are the small changes I'm implementing into my life to make sure that I can cope with the changes. I'm not trying to change lots of things in one go. I'm changing one thing at a time. I'm adding small things, taking away small things, and before you know it, the things that you change are going to be part of your life, like brushing your teeth is. I mean, you brush your teeth for 2 minutes twice a day. You don't think about it because it's part of who you are and what you do to stay healthy. Maybe add floss into that. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I do hope the video helped you, even a little bit. If you liked it, please put a like on it. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.